10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Burrow on third down. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Here we go. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man complete. There he goes, right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. A Steeler touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. He's got him in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Okay, ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They go play action with Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example. I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. numbers hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40, past the 20, and they are not going to catch him. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
And people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin. And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
No check.
They'll run again with Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going for it. This is Harris.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Going up top. And it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
On 1, ready?
Burrow on play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here we go with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
On 1, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run again with Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Man, 206 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something.
It's another one. We got another